Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Candidly Vee here, and today we are starting our Reinventing Her series. So I hope you guys are ready to delve on in, because it's time to elevate. Okay, we about to elevate what we already have and make it even better. So here's part 1 to Reinventing Her.
I would like to get to know if you could be the kind of girl that you get down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that should make a move on.
Okay guys, so we're in a new year. We're feeling refreshed, we're feeling renewed. I hope you guys are enjoying the vlogs that are also being put out right now. Guys, the other day I was talking to my homegirl, and I'm gonna give her props because she came up with the name, okay? And it's Rochelle. For those of you wondering, I was speaking to her and I was saying like I wanted a new name for you guys, right? Because V Squad is great and everything, but I want something more inclusive with y'all, okay? So you guys are now going to be known as the Brit Babes, okay? So I love you guys, my Brit Babes. That is what we're going for in 2024. So in part 1, we're going to talk about elevation. We are going to elevate her. So let's get into a couple of tips that I was thinking about, and also that I'm also incorporating this year into elevating her, because like I said, we're reinventing Candidly Vee, okay? We're bringing her up a notch. So this is something that you guys can also do at home. Okay, so first things first, this year when it comes to my content, I'm going to lead with God. I feel that that's where I need to start, because I haven't been doing so. So now we're gonna start today. Before I turned on this camera to do this sit down video, I asked God to use me, to speak through me, to give me what I need in order to get this video out. And so we're gonna start with God. We're gonna start with God daily, every single day. That is a part of the elevation. Like I said, I'm a Christian. This is what I believe, and I believe that if anything is going to multiply, or if anything is going to be elevated, it starts with Him. So that's one thing. I would definitely say that you guys need to start with prayer. Pray more, develop your relationship with God if you are religious. If you're not religious, then hey, speak to whoever you do believe is the higher power for you. We respect everybody. This is just a Christian channel, so y'all gonna hear me reference God all the time over here, because I love God, okay? So and no, it's not knocking anybody else, but that's just where I start my my daily. So we are going to start with prayer daily. We're also going to start with a morning devotional. We're going to start I always realize that when I start my day off correct, like with the word of God or a daily devotional, usually my day goes pretty well. It's when I forget to do those things where sometimes something happens in that day and it starts tricked up and it just messes up, and we're here. So we ain't going to do that no more. We're going to start with God every single day first. So the next thing that I would say in order to reinvent yourself and elevate is to plan everything, guys. You know, sometimes plans help, but you can use, my thing is sometimes, like for instance, I could write down my plan, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm stick to it, and that is where my downfall is, I think. But what I do like about it is the fact that I've written it down, which therefore leads me as that is my pathway, okay? It's a starting point, okay? When you write down your plan, it's a starting point and it's a checklist, and therefore I use it as a checklist. So I like to tick off the things that I have accomplished or what I have done. So planning works. It works for me, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I fail to plan, or I plan in my head. I'm that type of person too. Sometimes I plan things out in my head, but I don't write it down. And then what happens when you don't write it down? Sometimes you forget, right? At least if it's written down and you've planned it out, then you've got something to go back to and to click on. So definitely plan, okay? Plan what this week looks like for you. Let's start small. Shoot, we could plan our day. How about that? We'll start with the day, then you can advance to the week, and then you can advance to the month and see what that looks like for you. Okay, so then next, I wrote everything down, y'all. So if you see me looking at my notes, they right here. I wrote them down. So what are some ways in which you can make yourself feel elevated, or that you can elevate yourself? One thing, and I started doing it mid-year, but then I fell off of doing it. But I did say that I want to get ready every day. Even if like I'm working from home that day and I don't necessarily need to be dressed up, I'm still going to dress up. I'm still going to get dressed. I'm still going to present myself, because guess what? I feel like when I'm presentable, or I present myself in such way, it clears my head and it makes me more productive. I feel like I'm way more productive. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do work. For instance, today I was at church this morning, and now as soon as I got home, I turned on the camera. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready. I'm dressed. Let's go. It will make you feel better, and it will make you feel more elevated, because let's be real. If we come in a t-shirt and sweats every single day, then we just gonna feel comfortable, lazy, want to lay around, don't want to do much, right? That's true. But if you get ready, then you feel like, okay, I'm gonna be proactive. I'm gonna do something today because I'm ready to go. So definitely start thinking about showing up when you don't want to. And being ready is gonna make you show up when you don't want to, and you're feeling like you just can't be bothered. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes we gotta take a day, and sometimes we just need that time to be down, and that's fine. But just try, and maybe instead of 4 days out of the week we in lazy clothes, let's try 2 days out of the week we're in lazy clothes, and 2 days we elevate ourselves and elevate our look. Okay? And it's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make you feel much more productive. Let's just keep that going. Okay? I heavily, if you was following me on Instagram last year, and if you don't follow me, then down below on the screen, make sure that you guys go and follow my Instagram. I was heavily pushing out daily affirmations. I believe that we need to pour into ourselves daily. This is not something that you just do every now and again. No. And if you want to do the same affirmations, then you can. I'm gonna start rewinding it back, and I'm gonna start reposting the affirmations that I had posted. I'm gonna obviously incorporate new affirmations, but I just feel like if you start your day and you tell yourself, you stand in the mirror, take 2 seconds and tell yourself certain affirmations, it helps. It's how we set our minds first thing in the morning, which is why I was like, start with God. Start setting your day with God first. Secondly, then we're going to start with our affirmations, pouring back into ourselves, because guess what? You can't pour into somebody else or others if you don't pour into yourself first. This also helps you to elevate. Things probably aren't going to bother you as much because you're already taking the steps, and you're already seeing maybe some of your faults, but what you need to work on. And this is what we're doing. We're elevating ourselves. We're working on ourselves this year to improve ourselves. And like I said, one of my goals was I want to be a better person all around. When you look at me, you look at God, and that's what you see. So this is what we're working on, and this is what we're working towards. I used to do it. I fell off, but we're going to get right back onto it. We're going back into daily affirmations. Another thing that we are going to do is, I think it's definitely time that we start budgeting and finances. There are so many things that I want to do this year that require money. So I'm going to stop the frivolous spending. I'm really going to start asking myself, do I really need that? Is that something that I really need to do? Because sometimes some things are unnecessary. We're securing the bag all 2024. So we gonna start delving into our finances, writing down every single monthly fee or amount that I have coming out. I want to see what my incoming is compared to my outgoing. So we're definitely going to plan for that, because we going to multiply that. That's a plan. We're going to multiply what we got coming in. We're going to work with this, what we got now, but we are going to multiply it. That is a plan. That is a goal that we set in the last video. So we're going to make sure we actually do the work in order to make sure that we accomplish said goal for 2024. I think one thing that a lot of us struggle with is that we allow other people to get into our heads, and that is something that we got to work on. Okay, people telling you you're not good enough, people telling you, oh no, you can't do that, people telling you, oh, that's all you got. Like, for instance, like content creators, like people saying, oh, that's all you got, that's all the followers you got. Like, you could have 200 followers, but guess what, you got some loyal followers that actually watch every single video. And I'd be grateful for the people that actually watch every single video without fail. So we need to appreciate the people that we do have and stop thinking about, I'm not good enough. Stop pouring those negative thoughts into your head. If somebody is coming and giving you and feeding you negative energy, how can we elevate? How can we do better? They can feed that negative energy, but guess what? That you use it as food to fight. Okay, that's the strength. That's what you need to, because guess what, you are not any of those things. None of those things that somebody else is saying to you that is negative. We're going to start turning these negatives into positives. Let it be that fire that fuels you to keep going, for you to push through, because you've got this. You've got this. We got this, and it's going to be an amazing 2024. And we're elevating this year. So instead of sitting down and stressing about the negative comments or the negative things that people have to say, we're gonna start turning those into positives and be like, okay, that's what you think in your head. This is now competition. It's competition time. I'm gonna show you. We gonna elevate. Just watch. I think that, like I was saying when I was saying, like, you start with God and then you start with your devotional or your word, whatever you want to start your day with, that's up to you. But I think what's the most important thing is starting with a morning routine. Okay, like, for instance, I have a morning routine when it comes to my skincare. Every single day without fail, I hit my morning routine. That happens. But now let's talk about morning routines as what I am doing before I even go to work, before I start my day, before you start your day with your families, with your husband, with your children. What are you doing? One of the things that I know a lot of people are starting to do is to wake up a little earlier, so that number one, you can spend that time to really pour into yourself and get your day started without the hustle and bustle of family life and everything else going on around you. So we're gonna start creating a morning routine that you can do, whether that is working out. Some people want to work out and do all that, right? One of my things is I'm going to get back on keto this year. So like, for instance, once I finish filming this video, I'm gonna be at the store getting my ingredients, because we gonna cook, we gonna get ready for keto next week. Okay, so we need to start creating morning routines, because that is, and then stick to it no matter how you feel. If you're tired, when that alarm goes off, don't snooze it. Get up, because guess what, time is money and money is time, and we got to get to the bag. We're gonna get to the bag this year, but also we are getting to our health, our well-being, and making sure that we're the best version of ourselves. So wake up, y'all. It's time to set that morning routine. Okay, another thing, sometimes, and I've noticed that a lot of content creators do this, and this is another suggestion for those of you that aren't necessarily in the content creation space, but sometimes need to step out or step away, and it's also for the content creators too. Sometimes you just need to change your environment. Okay, so if working from home and getting stuff done here, like if I've got to edit and my house is a huge distraction for me with editing, because I really actually hate editing. I really don't like it. I love recording, I love getting the content and stuff like that. The editing is a little bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of work that goes into it, and I get distracted. I'll get distracted with the TV. Like, especially if something comes on the TV that I actually want to watch, I start editing and I'm looking at the TV. So what do we need to do? Let's change our environments. A lot more people are going out to coffee shops, go to Starbucks, go to the park, go somewhere else where you can clear your mind and you're away from all daily distractions so you can actually get something done. So sometimes a change of environment really helps that, and you're going to see that more in my channel, more throughout the year. Changing your environment is actually an amazing reset. So just think about that. One thing that I wanted to share with you guys that I saw on Instagram this week, yesterday actually, and I just want to leave you with this. I posted it, so you may have already seen it, you may have reshared it, I don't know, but I did post it. But it's this: girl, be your own best friend, be your own gym partner, be your own coffee buddy, be your partner in crime. Be everything for yourself rather than relying on others to be that for you. And guys, I feel like a lot of the times we get stuck in situations and places that we don't want to be in because we rely on everybody else in order to make us happy. It's time to stop doing that. You need to rely on yourself. And that's the only person that realistically at the end of the day that you have, that you can count on 110%, is yourself. Stop relying on others to make you feel better. Stop relying on others to get stuff done. You need to do what you need to do for you. And that is the start of your journey to elevation. So, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming and sitting down and watching this video with me. I hope you found it helpful with just a couple extra little tips for this year to get yourself reinvented. Reinventing her. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment because I love to respond to you guys and tell me what you think about it. Until next time, guys. Bye, y'all.